Hello and welcome everybody to another Final Fantasy draft video. I'm paulcheon and today we are sitting at Platinum. Now, the last draft video, we actually had a really sweet kind of Sultai control deck, but it was more of a blue-black base deck, which is a little unusual, but our mana fixing was such that we were a blue-black control deck that let us splash Omega with a bunch of towns, and it actually performed pretty well. Sadly, we couldn't get the trophy, but today is the day where the trophy actually happens. So let's hop into this draft, but before we do, of course, this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. TCGplayer.com is the one-stop shop for all of your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Whether you need some singles for your constructed decks, for your standard, rotation is going to happen. If you want to update your standard decks, your modern decks, your pioneer decks, or even your commander decks, they are the place to go. If you want to buy cards, check them out. Click that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, go to heavyplay.com for all your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. Whenever you go to your next local event, you need your decks to be decked out in brand new sleeves, dice boxes, deck boxes, playmats. They are the place to go to for all those things. Check them out. They got a brand new line of curved sleeves as well. heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Alrighty. Give me a bomb. I just want a bomb. Is that too much to ask for? Maybe it is. All right, what do we have here? Pack one, pick one. Crystal's Chosen is a pretty cool uncommon. Ilmeg Pixie is nice. There's Squall. And there's Sephiroth's Intervention. Now, Squall is a good card. And it's fun. Squall is good. I don't love black-white as a color combination because you'd have to be splashing it a lot. So I actually don't know that I want to do that. I'm always a sucker for the Intervention. I just think this is this is the best common in the set. And it's just so highly splashable, which is why I absolutely love this card. So I do think I will take the Intervention here over the Squall and the Pixie. But I think the Squall would also be an interesting consideration there. Moving on to pack one, pick two. Ultimecia is fine. I actually don't love it that much. For me, I'm looking at Travel the Overworld and Town Greeter. I have done a lot of the blue nonsense. Maybe like a nice Golgari mid-range deck would be pretty nice, but this is pretty early for a Travel the Overworld. I'm going to take look, I just like drawing cards, okay? I do. There's another Travel the Overworld. Here, I'll take the Town Greeter. I don't think I want the second. There's also a Dragoon's Lance, but if you want somebody to draft a white aggressive deck, this is not the channel. This is not the channel. I mean, especially given our start, I could be blue-green splashing Intervention, right? And I think a mix of Town Greeter and Travel the Overworld is good. The first copy is very nice, but I don't think the second one is as important. So let's just take the Town Greeter there just for mana purposes. Now we'll take Vanille over Sephiroth's Intervention. There's also Thunder Magic in this pack. So very, very strong pack, but Vanille very good with Town Greeter as well. Oh my, wait a second. Wait just a second. I wish I took the other Travel the Overworld. Wait just a second. All right, let's have some fun, folks. We saw some of the Travel the Overworlds. There is a Treno, which would have... Treno was probably the responsible pick here. I'm going to take the Wandering Minstrel. Let us have some fun. Let's make this happen. Now, and then, of course, we get a pack with absolutely nothing. But this is still a nice mixture of cards. Let's try to make something happen. Here we have Quina versus Retrieve the Esper. I have a Town Greeter, so I'm just going to take Retrieve the Esper here. And now we have pack one, pick seven, Zanarkand versus Guado Solemn. They're both very, very good. I'm going to take the Zanarkand here. Again, might be the responsible pick. This is very, very cool with Chocobo Kick. And yeah, I'm going to take the Zanarkand here. All right, now we're just going to take basically all the towns that we can just to make the Wandering Minstrel work. So green, I mean, it's kind of on color. Clash of the Icons is certainly fine, but let's take Winder's Tear. Take an Ice Flaunt. Ooh, can I take Crystal's Chosen? No, I don't think I want to. This is double white too. I think I'm just going to take an Ice Flaunt here. And let's see if we can put together a very sweet Towns deck. Do I wish I had the other Travel the Overworld? Not really, actually, still. Town Greeter still seems incredible in this deck. It's a really good 2-drop. I have a Vanille and a Retrieve the Esper, so I think I'm still okay with having the 1/1 split. Like, the first Travel the Overworld is so valuable in this type of deck. But somebody else probably took the other Travel the Overworld. We'll see. There's a blue-red town. I'm taking it. Now, one important thing for this deck is you need to have lots of cheap things to survive and so that you can play your expensive things. So, Grand Pulse Ochu is a really nice one because you can go like tap land, then turn 2 tap land, Grand Pulse Ochu, Gubu Gardener, just, you know, all the 2-drops. And then, you know, like certainly I would play a copy of Precious Wanderings if I get it, although I don't have that as high on my priority list. Like, we already have 3 4-drops and a Travel the Overworld, so definitely want to keep the... I mean, there's a red Greenland here, but I'm just going to take Travel the Overworld. Okay, now, I promise, the rest of the mana curve, we can keep low. Okay? Okay, look. 3, 4, 5, 6. These cards are all kind of maybes, but hopefully we can get some Sultai lands here. Just any lands and make it work. Oh my gosh, we opened one of the best rares in the entire set. Urza, Lord High Artificer. Now, this is certainly much better in a deck with a lot of artifacts. I will value Blitzballs. Well, Blitzball's not even that good at this. But like Scorpion Sentinels will certainly go up in my evaluation of things. This card is insane. And hopefully we can put it to work. You know, Bard's Bow certainly gets better. Like any artifact, of course. But Urza is an incredible open. Our top end is amazing. Double Travel the Overworld, Urza, Vanille, Sephiroth's Intervention. Let's get some 2s, some Gubu Gardeners, Town Greeters, all that stuff. All right, this is looking fun. I need to basically, like, what I want to pick up now, I don't need that much more card draw, right? It's like cheap, good cards and good interaction and towns. Like, building a good towns deck, it's tough. Like, you always have to balance, like, everything. Mana fixing, payoffs, removal, card draw, all that good stuff. But it is a good sign that we saw a lot of towns table, and it is a fantastic sign that the Travel the World tabled, which means basically nobody else is doing the towns thing. So let's cook! All right, well, I mean, I like Chocobo Kick and Ice Magic, but Blue-Green Town is just... I mean, honestly, I wish I had it over to Xanarcan, but I think I do need to take the Blue-Green... the Blue-Green Town over the Chocobo Kick here and the Ice Magic. Like, we need, I don't know, 7 towns plus maybe a Wanderings. Oh, one card that didn't table was it Seek the Horizons? The 4-mana super ramp spell. That would also be very nice. Now, it does cost 4 mana, but... All right, what do we have here? Teferi? Triple blue is a big ask. Teferi Mage of Zalfir is quite nice. Treno is also quite nice. Combat Tutorial. There's Gladiolus, but I don't need another expensive card. Honestly, this is probably just Torgal. I even have 4 humans to go with it. It gives me any color that I need. This is just a perfect creature for this type of deck. But man, this pack is loaded. I would love Combat Tutorial, Gladiolus, Treno, Bard's Bow, Teferi. But let's take Torgal here. Just absolutely perfect. And this is really unfortunate because this pack is a stone cold miss here for us. Literally, the entire pack is red and white cards, which is what we do not want. There is a Magic Pot, a Poison the Waters, and a Namazu Trader. Could I see myself splashing the Trader? I mean, I don't need to take a pot this early. Whatever. I mean, that was just a miss. That was just a miss, and that will happen. Here we'll take Gubu Gardener over Jidur. This is a town, but Overture is a pretty weak effect. So I just would much rather have like Baron with the potential for another splash. But Gubu Gardener is just another solid 2-mana play to help ramp us. So happy enough taking that. All right, moving on here. Pack 2, pick 6. Another crystals chosen. We have Fat Chocobo versus Green White Town. I'll take the Fat Chocobo. It's a good card. And my thought process for this card in this particular deck is this is a good defensive creature even, right? Because basically you play it and it's really hard for them to attack into you for a couple of turns. And I mean, there are some draws where this can really pop off. So I will take that here. Here we have the choice between Grand Pulse Ochu and another town. I think that one is close enough where I'm leaning towards taking the town. Although Grand Pulse Ochu is very good in this type of deck. You know what? I'm going to take the Grand Pulse Ochu. I am going to take this as a nod to the fact that it's really important for me to have early plays. And now and it looks like nobody's in town. So I've been getting a lot of these other towns kind of late. So hopefully that happens here as well. Here I'll take Combat Tutorial over Renoa. Just like not really that interested in splashing the Renoa. I'd rather just keep it as a blue-green base for the most part here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now, we are definitely missing interaction. We did have the opportunity to take a Chocobo kick before. Here, I will actually take a Monk's Fist. Normally, I don't love Monk's Fist. Certainly, I would prefer a Sage's Noliths instead. But given the fact that I do have in Urza, the job select creatures definitely go up a little bit in value, and I don't mind it as much. Here, I will take a Blitzball. Don't love it. Would rather have a Precious Wanderings just because it gets me a town. But these are all potential options here on the right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's a Magic Pot, although I don't really want to play Magic Pot. Oh, well, the winder's tabled, so that's good. 6 towns here so far. Let's see what we can get going here in the last pack. Definitely in the market for some interaction here. There is a Stuck in Summoner Sanctum and a Thunder Magic. Now, Stuck in Summoner Sanctum is on color, so I'm going to take it here. Thunder Magic is the better spell. I do have 2 blue-red lands, but I think I'm just going to go with the more consistent card and just play the spell that's on color here, just to not rely on the other cards as much. Moving on to pack 3, pick 2. Lots of options. We have a Town, Town Greeter, and Bard's Bow. There's also a Thieves' Knife. Now, Town Greeter is pretty great. Do I have a lot of recursion? Because that's where Town Greeter would really stand out. I think I'm still just taking it. Town Greeter is just fantastic. So let's take this and see if we can maybe look into finding some kind of recursion, but this is an excellent 2. Here, there's a Stuck in Summoner Sanctum and a Sephiroth's Intervention. And this is the case where I do think the Intervention is enough better, where I'm going to take it over Stuck in Summoner Sanctum. Granted, I don't actually have any black fixing right now. I have a Torgal, but I'm probably playing the Blitzball, honestly. Moving on here, pack 3, pick 4. Crossroads Village is perfect. Going to absolutely take that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 cards here. Pack 3, pick 5. Grand Pulse Ochu, do not mind. I think my late game is going to be great here with Double Travel the Overworld and a Combat Tutorial. So just more things to let me get to the late game is totally fine. Although, noting I wouldn't really want a third copy of this card for the most part. Here I'll take Stuck in Summoner Sanctum. My town count is pretty high, but I can certainly use more interaction. So now we have 2 Stuck in Summoner Sanctum and 2 Sephiroth's Intervention. So liking that situation a lot more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 cards here that we really like. And then some other options here. Retrieve the Esper, honestly, with Double Town Greeter is totally fine. Also gives me a late game thing to do. And given that I have the Urza, it also puts it over the top, I think, for me. Namazu Trader on the splash is quite weak, though. Renoa Heartilly is also just okay. But depending on like what we end up with, it's certainly possible that we play the card. Pack 3, pick 7 gives us Realm Sketchings, a Retrieve the Esper, and a Wanderings. As much as I like Sketchings, I think the first Wanderings is pretty valuable here. I just want to spend a lot of mana ramping, and getting a town seems pretty important with this configuration here. So let's take the Wanderings here, and now I will take a Bard's Bow, specifically because I have Urza, and I don't have any 3-drops, and it is important for me to still curve out here. So let's take that over Dreams of Laguna. I don't need this card. Ice Magic is a fine interactive spell, but I think I'm pretty happy with the Bard's Bow here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 24 cards. This is certainly a 16 land deck with the Ice Flawn. I think that's okay. I don't really know what I'm going to... Doesn't matter what I take here. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really wish I had like a Rydia's Return or perhaps even a splashed... Perhaps even a splashed card. Oh, Green-Black Town. I mean, there's a Bard's Bow, which I think is very good, and Syncopate is fine. But given that I have double Sephiroth's Intervention, and this is my first Black Town, I do think I want to take that here. We'll take on the... Oh, wait, no, I'm going to take the Merchant. I'll take the Merchant over another, like, off-color town, I think. I don't have very many 3s. Like, I could have taken the Bard's Bow. But Bard's Bow, like, Green-Black is a really good one. If it was an on-color town, like a Sultai town, I would have taken it. But because there wasn't any, I'm okay with this. Red-White Town? Oof. That one is... I'm not going to play that one. I think I have enough towns here where I don't want to play like a double off-color town for the most part, if I can help it. So this still gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 towns. 8 towns and Aprecia's Wanderings should be good enough. This is 17 cards. Now, given that I have double Town Greeter, a Gardener, or Torgal, and an Ice Flawn, I do think I can probably play one more card if I really want. But the question is, what do I want to do here? Right? Like, our creature count is actually pretty high. 12? Actually, that's not that high. That's fine. But I have Retrieve the Esper and Bard's Bow as well. So it's 14. So it's actually reasonable. We have lots of ramp and fixing. Like, unclear how good this Blitzball is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Plenty of card draw and value here as well. Do I have anything in my sideboard that interests me? This is definitely a 1 swamp deck, I think. Hold on, let me just figure out my mana. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At least 9 green sources. Yeah, 9 green is fine. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blue as well. Okay, so... And I have an Ice Flawn, so I have a lot of blue, but noting that I do have like 3 double blue cards, so getting 2 islands does seem like it's going to be pretty good for me. I do want the 1 swamp here. Do I want the 1 swamp? I wanted the swamp before I picked up the Gone, but now it's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can maybe cut the swamp here. The question is, what do I want to play outside of that? Like, I can play a Monk's Fist just to have another cheap thing to play. Everything else is on a different splash, so it's like, do I need another top-end card? If I did, I could play the Renoa Heartilly. Yeah, sure. Let's just get her in there. Why not? The question with the Renoa Heartilly is, am I interested in a Plains? And the answer is no. Like 1, 2, 3, and I have the Blitzball. The Wanderings gets me the town as well. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I guess I can maybe cut an island because I have the Ice Flawn. And I do want an Ice Flawn just because with all the ramp, you still want some expensive things to be able to play. So given the 16 lands, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16 lands, Ice Flawn. So 17 mana sources, double Town Greeter. So 19 mana sources, Torgal, 20, 21. And then I have a Blitzball and a Wanderings. Like, I think that's going to be enough here for me to cover all of my bases. So 8 blue, 9 green, a bunch of black for the double intervention, a bunch of towns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 towns. I think that's pretty good. I don't think I want to play the red-white town here, just because if I did, it would just cut into another of my color sources. So let's go ahead and try this out and see if this Wandering Minstrel deck pays off. Because also Town Greeter can get us a town in a lot of instances. All right, now before round 1 starts, I just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying all of this content and would like to support the channel in another way, well, I have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/paulcheon. Access to the Patreon gives you a variety of benefits. I make special videos for the Patreon every month. I do private streams with certain members of the Patreon. I post that on the Patreon. And then, of course, you also get access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really great way to join an awesome community of folks also looking to up their limited game. All right, so it could have been a Monk's Fist or a Renoa. We'll see where this goes. Blue-black, but they do have a Undercity Dire-Rat. We have a turn 4 Urza, though, so love that. And the Merchant should be a nice blocker. Okay, Demon Wall is fine just because I don't have to worry about it for a while. Yeah, so let's go ahead and play the Merchant here just because it's a decent blocker. Certainly they could have like cornered by black mages or whatever, but easiest block of my life. They could have Avenged Treachery, which I don't mind. It's fine. That means the Urza won't die. Town Greeter. 3 cards in hand. Well, I hope they don't have a Syncopate. I mean, they can have, I mean, they can obviously have other removal here, but I have so much more action in my hand, right? Where Black Mage's Rod into, oh, maybe another Avenged Treachery? No. Ooh, okay. So they missed. That is very good for us. And noting that I do have 5 mana, potentially 6 here. So what do I want to do? I mean, getting a bunch of towns in play seems pretty good. Let's play that. And I think I just want to pass here and just keep up Intervention / Wanderings. 4 cards in hand for the opponent. I feel like if they had a removal spell, they probably would have fired it off. So they just don't have, like, a good attack. Huh. I mean, might as well kill it if they have Avenged Treachery. Alright, so we're going to get a town here. I have the white and the black, so it doesn't really matter as long as I just get any town. I don't want to get Xanarkand, though. So let's just get... I guess we'll just get the blue-green town. I mean, if they play that 3-mana card that, like, deals damage to Kutrub or whatever. Okay. Summon Shiva. Okay. Well, this is certainly not that concerning here. I mean, they can tap this down. Now I have Vanille to get back the Urza, which I'm pretty interested in. The question is whether or not I want to kill the Shiva here, just to keep my life total pretty high. Let's lead with Town Greeter. Oh, get back Xanarkand. Yeah, let's just kill the Shiva. And no attacks. And yeah, I mean, we have the entire world here. That's eject. Wandering Minstrel. 1, 2, we have 3 towns? Not quite, not quite. 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it an artifact? No. All right. Actually, I don't want to play this, right? I want to play this as a surprise when I do draw my town. So let's play this and pass. All right, 3 cards in hand for the opponent. Jekt can't really attack me. And I have an 8/8 here, so they're going to have to do some blocking here. I do have this Travel the Overworld. They have 3 cards in the yard. I can pay... Basically, other than Counterspell, like, I can pay for everything else. So let's do this. Like, they literally need to have, like, a special hard counter to actually make this not work out. Again. Okay, this works. Oh, this is amazing. Yes! Yes! Oh, I forgot about Wandering Minstrel's activated ability. I'm not worrying about... I don't want to play the red-white land for that. Like, I think the whole point of the Wandering Minstrel is just to get 2/2s every turn. And I still have the ability to overrun with 2 Barons and a Blitzball and a Torgal. So let's just lean on that. All right, well, that was sweet. We got to do all the things. We got to do all the things. Let's keep it going. Nice, consistent mana draws. Let's rank up. Let's get to Mythic. Or, honestly, let's get to Diamond. That's where we're at here. Alright, opponent on the play here. This hand is okay. Certainly needs some help, but obviously not going to throw this away. We're going to go Crossroads Village on blue into Torgal. That kind of gives us a lot of different options. Ooh, lots of mana here. Next turn we can go Blitzball into Gardener. Genova? Yikes. This is where Sephiroth's intervention comes in. Alright, well. I do not currently have this luxury. So. I mean, I could have... Oh, Xanarcan, side quest, raise a chocobo, sure. Okay, so they hit me for 3, that's fine. There's a Gone. I have 7 mana, that is so much mana. This is rough. I guess I'll just kill another 3/3. This is where, like, I need card draw. You know what I mean? It's like, sometimes you can have these hands where you have too much ramp and nothing else to go with it. Alright, well, they don't have any other creatures. Don't have Deadly Dispute or something, right? That would be insane. Okay, well, so we totally missed. I need to find some action here. Town Greeter and Travel the Overworld is perfect, but certainly this is a good opportunity to play Fat Chocobo. Cycling Balamti Rexar. So we have a big 6-drop coming in next turn, probably. Okay. Wait, they didn't play a creature? That is bizarre. Okay. Oh no, they did. My bad. Okay. Well. Time to draw some cards, friends. That's a Xanarkand, Bard's Bow, Town Greeter. Bard's Bow doesn't do that much. I'm gonna Town Greeter. Gives me a 2/2 as well. Ugh. There's a Sephiroth's intervention. Okay. Hopefully they don't have any more Chocobos, honestly. Side quest Raise a Chocobo is about to flip. Vanille to get back Balamti Rexar. Okay. Oh, Geisel Greens. So if they flash that back, they all of a sudden they're rock solid. I'm gonna take a bunch of damage here from this Chocobo. It tramples too, so we'll take 5. Wow. Their deck is good. I need to find action. God, I have so many cards. Alright, there's Summon Fat Chocobo. If I play this for 3. Okay, so why don't we just play everything? Okay. I have a Vanille, which doesn't get back anything too good right now. I have a Bard's Bow and a Grand Pulse Ochu, which I can play. The problem is just, like, they get to draw so many cards off of this Genova because everything is a mutant. And then they're going to be able to flip this too. Oh, I can't even play the Merchant. Never mind. Alright, let's play the Ochu. Play Bard's Bow. I'm at 13, 5, 9, 10, 11. I can't really attack, though. Noting that I do have a Super Overrun available next turn. Okay. It's a lot of damage, but let's see. Let's just do the math here, okay? Because next turn I get a token too, right? So, it's what? 7 mana to use. Blue, black, white, green, red off the Torgal. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 3... Okay, so Torgal will be tapped. And everything will trample? Let's take it, baby! I think we got this. I really do. So... Oh, but I lose that. But everything tramples. Everything tramples. 3, 4... 3, 4, 5... This is 8 mana. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Please be enough. It's +5/+5 in trample, right? It's gotta be enough. Maybe not. Let's see. And this is like infinite damage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 extra damage. 33, 34, 36, 37, 38, 41, 42. And they have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14, 17 toughness. 42 minus 17 is 25 damage. 25 damage. And this one has Death Touch, so it's basically... like, even if they put the biggest thing, this just tramples over for a bunch. I told you. Torgal. Genova versus the Wandering Minstrel. I don't know. Now, if they have Fatal Push, it throws everything off. It absolutely does. We did it! We did it! Both sides, just no interaction, just ships passing through the night. Oh man, that was awesome. Yeah, they needed one more turn for their Chocobo to die to draw a bunch of cards off of the Genova, but they couldn't find it, and we got the overrun kill with the Wandering Minstrel. You can mark that off the bucket list as well. This deck is playing out very nicely. All right, opponent on the play here. I have a forest, an island, and some cards on the draw. I mean, I'm going to keep this. I have a Grand Pulse Ochu. If I draw a land, I can play Bard's Bow. If I rattle off 2 lands, then I have the Vanille. And this, you know, as long as I have a green source, I have double Town Greeter, Torgal as well. So I have a ton of good draws here within the next 3 turns to get me the mana sources that I need. But, you know, like I said, double Town Greeter, Ice Flan, Torgal, like all of those cards are good. A total of 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 cards that I would like to find in the top 3 cards. 19. So we missed on the first 2 draw steps. But yeah, okay, well. Yeah, I mean, this isn't... Alright, if they counter this, yeah. And I guess you can't really... Like, Torgal and Gubu Gardener aren't ideal just because, like, obviously, you know, it looks like they have a very control-heavy hand here. And if we don't rattle off a bunch of lands, we're going to be in trouble. But it is what it is. I think this is going to be syncopated. It even feels like they might have like multiple removal spells. So then I have to be mindful of that in the future. But it's just a syncopate here. All right, Grixis control on the other side. All right, we drew the land. Perfect. 3 cards. I'm not interested in pressuring my opponent. More so, I would like to loot and find more lands. All right. Thieves' Knife from my opponent. And Sahagin. Oh, Sahagin on Thieves' Knife is quite nice. I'm just going to play the Bard's Bow here for now. Now, if they move the Thieves' Knife over to the Sahagin, then I will... obviously block, or I will use the Stuck in Summoner Sanctum here. Queen Brawn, ooh, that one is quite annoying. All right, we hit a land. Me a land? All right, we did hit another land, and there's a Grand Pulse Ochu and a white source for Renoa. I don't really care about the Renoa. I think I'd rather just get the black. I'd rather get the black mana here for the intervention. They definitely have some kind of interaction here, but I do have enough blockers where I'm not overly concerned, but we'll see. Like, they'll be able to kill one of these creatures, for sure. If they have 2 removal spells for their last 2 cards, then yes, that becomes more of a problem. So, what are they? They're like blue-red splashing Marlboro? I guess Marlboro gets them a black source. What is this attack? What is this attack? They have to kill Bard's Bow if they attack like this. Oh, they did have 2 removal. Oh, that's so gross. They had to top deck one of those too. That's so gross. All right, well, I mean, not too much more to say about that one. I think I want to play the town and use Stuck in Summoner Sanctum on Queen Brawn. So let's name white here. Hope they don't draw a counterspell, I guess? I don't know. Oh my gosh, with 4 spells in yard? Yeah, I mean, that's disgusting. Is this a wizard? Like, I don't even know what to do here. All right, I guess I have to loot. Discard something. I don't really need the Blitzball. I mean, I'm not in a position where I can play Travel the Overworld anytime soon. I'm just going to let them draw the card this turn. The reason being is they can just move the Thieves' Knife next turn. God, this is so bad. Alright, anyways, let's continue fighting the good fight here. Let's play Renoa. Alright, so that doesn't have flying, right? Okay. And then this thing dies next turn. I guess we'll just chump here. Okay. Alright. Alright. So they can move this around. I'm at 10 life. This is going to fall off. This is the best time to play this. So let's just go for it. Oh, I should have left the Bagreen up, though, for the Ochu. If they had a removal spell, they would have played it last turn, is my thought process here. And then next turn, we can maybe try and stabilize. Sahagin is the next problematic card. If anything, they should try to put themselves in a position to draw an expensive card. Oh god, okay. Black Mage's Rod, it's a lot of damage. Okay. Yep. I absolutely like that line a lot. They can attack me, though. So I want to keep up Intervention. So I don't think I'm in a position here to play the Fat Chocobo. I mean, I suppose I can, and I just go, hey, maybe you just miss next turn. Like, they'll just hit me for 3 and draw a card. Yeah, that's fine, I think. I mean, they just have nothing. This puts a million blockers in play. Another target creature gets the pump. Okay, so it's not even really worth attacking. They're looking at their graveyard. Sorceress's Schemes. That would be good. Oh no, just a land. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Now is the time. The time to strike is here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana available. So 4, 8. So I can't do all the things here. And by that, but I mean, I can't play all 3 of these spells. But I'm certainly interested in getting in for a good chunk of damage here. Let's play town. They're at 9. 4, 8, 11. Yeah, no, this is good. And however they block, I am going to destroy them with the intervention. 2, 4, 5. Boom. Yes. Yes, they're at 5 life. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, we got there. Oh. Maybe that was a little too complaining. Too much complaining. I'm sorry. Alright, alright, alright. Let's play this. Let's pump you. Sure. And attack for gazillions. Alright, Renoa on the splash. Paying off here. Woo! I am so lucky that they just, like... well, okay, to be fair, they rattled off like 2 really high impact spells in a row, but then they missed on the following turn. On that one pivotal turn, had they drawn a removal spell or a 4 mana value card, I probably lose there. So, yeah, alright, 3-0. Come on. Alright, on the play here, 100% keep. We have 3 lands, Town Greeter, Wanderings, Combat Tutorial, and Stuck in Summoner Sanctum. So, I mean, this is precisely the type of start you want in every game. Turn 2 Town Greeter or Gubu Gardener, things of that nature. Grand Pulse Ochu, I do not care about. Let's play the Greeter. Ooh, man. It's always a... you know the feeling, right? It's always a sweat when you play Town Greeter. Black Mage's Rod, okay. I guess that's an interesting spot for my opponent, whether or not they choose to attack there, right? I think I'd rather play Wanderings over Combat Tutorial here. Represent a bunch of mana. And see what they go for here. Okay, I'm really glad they didn't play Cornered by Black Mages. That would have been like the worst case scenario here. The nice thing about the Revelation is just like, I don't mind playing a late game spot, and if they just didn't play like a relevant threat this turn. So Revelation, however, is a great card in Golgari. It's just, for me specifically with this hand, I'm happy that, you know, they didn't play like a spell or a Corner by Black Mages on this turn. All right, 2 lands, got something here. 5 cards in hand with a Revelation in the yard. Now with the Wanderings, what do I get? Certainly some kind of town. Another Ochu. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd block. Like, I don't get the counter, but whatever. All right, blue, green, green, white. Do I need white? I would like a blue. Oh, no, I have an island. I guess I'll get a green, white, just because I have Vernoa. And this is interesting. I do have Travel the Overworld, but I also have Combat Tutorial. And if I play Travel the Overworld, I'm going to have to discard. And Combat Tutorial does let me... I have a lot of green 2-drop, so maybe I can draw something. Okay, that is a green 2-drop. And it blocks really well. Yeah, that one's tricky, right? Because if they have like a kill spell, it's not great. I'm just going to play it still. I just think it's correct to play it. I need to use my mana. It puts pressure on them to kill this. If they don't kill it, then I'm feeling pretty good, right? And yeah, I just think this is what I should do. Like, I'm still like another town away from activating this anyways. And 1/3 just sizes up so well with the Black Mage's Rod that's in play. Curious what color I name with this Crossroads Village. I kind of have everything. And I should leave up one... So if I play this next turn and then play Travel the Overworld, I guess I can just play Gone. Maybe that's just better. And then leave up the Windhurst so that I can play Grand Post Ochu. So this is a very strange attack. It tells me that they have Vayne's Treachery. I'll just take it. Or like a trick. Like, this attack just doesn't make any sense. Right? So. They're looking... There's no way they're looking for a land here, right? Like, they played Revelation and put two lands in the graveyard. Right? That is a Finn. They have to have a land here. Otherwise, it's just the greediest thing ever. Oh my gosh. I mean, that is literally just the greediest thing ever. That was just the greediest thing ever. Okay, let's just do that. I'm not too concerned about activating the Wandering Minstrel anytime soon here. I'd much rather just play a 7/7, right? So, again, I feel like they probably have Vayne's Treachery. Vayne's Treachery doesn't kill my 7/7 here. And next turn we get to just draw a bunch of cards. Now, I guess they could have Chocobo Kick, but again, if they had Chocobo Kick, I think they would have killed the Wandering Minstrel, picked up the Forest, then played the Finn. I think that's a very likely thing. Oh, yeah. Again, this is just the greediest Revelation I've ever seen. How do you have a hand of all spells and not take the land? I guess it must be like a bomb, right? That's the only thing that makes sense. What if I kill this? Oh my. Okay. I get 2 poison, I guess. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Blue. Play this. Play this. Play this. Attack for 7. 8. Alright, they're at 11. Blue, green, white, black. I actually have the mana to overrun next turn for 4. So if they're not careful about that, I can actually end up just taking this down. Now, noting that that wasn't the best Travel the Overworld, we do have a Sephiroth's Intervention though. So, being able to go like Gardener Intervention is certainly a thing. Precious Wanderings? Oh, that's what they had. That's what they had. Okay, well, good no block, Paul. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna... Like, they're gonna put a counter here, I guess, but like... I'm just gonna kill the Ochu. If they attack me, then... They're like, alright, well, I hope my Ochu gets me there. Alright, they're at 3 life, and next turn we can activate the Minstrel, and we'll get a token off the Minstrel next turn too, which is pretty good. And my opponent is just kind of a little bit stuck on lands. Like, at this point, even if they kill the Minstrel, they're just going to die to my other creatures, so... Just fell a little bit behind here, and we're looking golden. Yep, Sephiroth's Intervention, sure. Attack would just put them dead. Okay. Let me make sure. Black, white, blue... Red, green. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I actually miscounted this, by the way. It's other creatures. I mean, they're dead, but I actually... Why doesn't it pump itself? It feels like it's such a cool, strong ability. I do not understand, like, the balance knob of, like, it not pumping itself. Like, it's such a hard thing to pull off. It should totally just pump everything. It's a minor knob. I dislike it. I think it should just pump anything. But 4-0. Alright, opponent going first here. Our hand has some 2-drops. I'm going to keep this. This is definitely a hand where you absolutely need to play turn 1 Xanarkand. Our opponent doing the same thing here. They might have a way to pick it up, though. We don't. Black Mage's Rod, okay. I see your Black Mage's Rod and play a Town Greeter. I would love to take a town here if possible. Alright, that's a town. Blue-green? I have my black already, so yeah, let's take the blue-green land. I mean, I just want the town because I have the Wandering Minstrel, right? Like, you just want to overload on that if possible. Oh, we drew the blue source too. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Combat Tutorial doesn't do a whole lot here. It's a lot of damage coming in. I'll take 3. We'll go Wanderings into a white land. Into Renoa Hearttilly. Oh, double Bard's Bow. Okay. Alright. Green-white land. Ooh, Sephiroth's Intervention. I mean, it's a 4/4, it blocks, so we'll do it like this and hope for the best. Next turn, I can go Wandering Minstrel into Sephiroth's Intervention, which is pretty good. Undercity Dire Rat. Perhaps Avenged Treachery. Sacrificing the Dire Rat. That would be good. It would be a lot of damage coming in, too. Alright. So they missed the land drop, they stumbled a little bit, but now they get to punish us somewhat. Let's see how they choose to attack. Okay. If they do it this way, I'm just blocking here. I'm taking 6. We have 2 cards left. We have Wandering Minstrel and Vanille. Vanille is also quite nice. I mean, no matter what, I'm playing this. Because it lets me play an untapped land. Now the question is... what do I want to do here? Right? Like, I have the Intervention, or I have the Vanille. Let's just play Vanille. I think my path to losing this game is by getting, like, a little too conservative with, or like, doing everything I can to get Wandering Minstrel to live when that's absolutely not what I need. Like, I don't need the Wandering Minstrel to win this game. I just need to stabilize, and I have Renoa plus Combat Tutorial. Like, Vanille getting back Renoa is really strong, right? So if they kill the Minstrel here, I can still just block one of the 3/3s with the Vanille and continue developing my board. So I think that's better. And obviously, they can just not have a removal spell for a Wandering Minstrel. That would be nice too. Let's just block here. Alright, we're at 7. Okay. Undercity Dire Rat. Equip. making a 4/3 Bard's... Oh, wow! That is an Urza. So that gives me access to 4 mana. So that lets me cast Sephiroth's Intervention. Now the question is, do I want to be able to cast the Intervention here? Or do I play Combat Tutorial at 7 life? They have 1 card in hand. I think I want to just keep up Sephiroth's Intervention. Alright. I mean, we are close to turning this around. I now have 2 things that have to be killed, which is a good spot to be. Cloud of Darkness. So they're going to target that. So now I have a close call here, right? Because basically, I have the choice of killing this token and not taking a lot of damage. Because I don't have good blocks either, right? Like, I can chump with this. Or I can kill the Cloud of Darkness, which also threatens a lot of damage in the air. But I think I'm in a position to potentially race that. So yeah, let's go ahead and just kill this. Alright. And now, like, I would love to draw a town, right? So Combat Tutorial gets me there. 4... Okay, that's a Blitzball. None of these were a town, by the way, which is very unfortunate. So this is going to get in for a lot. Everything gets +4/+4. So let me think. If they move everything here and attack me, and they block, they have something to block here. Block the Town Greeter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. God, that sucks. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you know, maybe I should have just blocked. I don't know. Maybe I should have just blocked, because they're all in on Cloud of Darkness, and I have to find something here. Right? I absolutely have to find something. +4/+4. 4, 8, 9 damage comes in. Wandering Minstrel taps everything else. Marlborough. Oh, okay. So this doesn't kill me just yet. 7. Okay. Wow. So, oh, no. This still puts me on a 2-turn clock. So, no, that was good. Come on. Bard's Bow. Yes. Yes. Bard's Bow was a super nice one, as that allows me to block the Cloud of Darkness because it has reach. Okay. I have access to one mana? Okay. Alright, here we go. They're top decking, okay? They're top decking. They have access to 7 mana. If they Bard's Bow Cloud of Darkness and attack me, I have to block with Bard's Bow. But then I have a potentially lethal attack, depending on what I find. Let's see. So they can block my 2 biggest creatures, and then they take 7, 11, 15. Okay, this gets blocked here. So let's see. They block the Renoa and whatever gets pumped by the Renoa, the dog. And then these 3 creatures in the middle get pumped. +4/+4. 4, 8, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18 damage. I think this is 18 damage. I think it is. Ah! Wandering Minstrel. Who knew that the overrun ability would be so crucial here in allowing me to take down these games? Oh my gosh. 5-0. Clearly, from what we've seen, the only way I can have success in this format is by playing all of the colors, because the last time we did well, it was the 5-color seal deck where we went 7-0. All right, let's keep going. Oh, man. All right, we're plat 1. We are platinum 1. Okay, opponent on the play here. Slowish hand, but I do have some ramp. I'm hoping this gets me there. Turn 1 Magitech would be quite bad. Guado Solemn and Gone. I guess I'll play Gone because I have a blue and a green land here. So blue-white. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I fully admit that this was a slowish hand. Bard's Bow was a good draw here because it lets me play something. Alright, Dwarven Castle Guard. Okay, well, we're certainly gonna... Ooh. I actually like that better. I like Blitzball Grand Post Ochu better. Just because it lets me develop my mana. I'm happy with any trade here. And this puts me more vulnerable to like a removal spell or bounce spell. Whereas next turn, I can play Summon Fat Chocobo to like truly stabilize the board. Alright, I'm at 16. Dwarven Castle Guard, okay. Alright, let's play the largest of Chocobos. They have a 2-mana play? Oh, battle menu? Yep, okay. Alright, I mean, that was a good turn for them. They got to double spell. We're still in the... we're still interested in just keeping our life total high. A land just to be able to make a Xanarcan would be okay. Magitech Infantry. Ooh, that's a good one. Alright, well... Oh, man. Okay, this is not ideal here. I think I just have to play Bard's Bow. This I don't know about. But 6 mana next turn is so important. Like, I'm just going to play it. It feels very, very bad to do so. But I already have a lot of other things that I can do. And missing a land drop here seems really rough. But yeah, I mean, this is a really nice... Just like... I mean, it's just... You know, double Magitech Infantry beatdowns. Wide aggro deck. Always scary. We even had a decent draw, honestly. So we can't even be too upset here. All right. Well, that... I mean, I don't mind this. Oh, how do we miss on a land? That's unfortunate. That sucks. Sid? Oh, goodness. Well, at least the Wandering Minstrel blocks really well. Actually, I'm really glad I put the counter there. So we just block... Hold on, I'm at 14. Okay, so this blocks here. I don't have to block Paladin Arms. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can just block here. Yeah. Alright, I'm at 5, though. That is not a high amount. I guess I'll name white for this. I also have... Yeah, I mean, this is just a really big turn. Hold on. Let me think. Name white. What color do I want? Red, I think. And where do I want the counter? 4, 3, 4, 4. Oh, I can even stuck in Summoner Sanctum? This is insane. Alright, let's put a counter here. We get a token. Okay. Alright. 2 cards left in our opponent's hand. Let's see what they got. Full control. Graha Tia. Okay. Again, they don't have a great attack, I don't think. Okay, so now I have to think. I think I'm going to tap down the Graha Tia. We have an Ice Flan as well. I don't think I have enough to kill my opponent here. I have 5 towns, and they have lots of blockers. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I should probably play the Flan here. Which one do I want to tap down? All right. This is a fantastic board here for us. 2 cards, 1 card left in hand for the opponent. They have 3 blockers, so 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5 plus 15. Okay. And regardless, like, they're just gonna take infinite damage. What do they have? 1 card left. Stuck in Summoner Sanctum on the Wandering Minstrel. Okay. That's okay. That thing doesn't even get in for that much damage. I mean, certainly you want to move the staff. They can't really attack me. And I have a Grand Pulse Ochu. So, now let's think, right? Let's think. Because if I attack with everything, they get to block 3 things. 3 of my largest creatures. So, and then they take 2, 4, 6, 7, plus 5, 10, 15. Right? 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. I have 8 mana, so I can activate this. Blue, green, black, white, red. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, they block my 3 biggest creatures, which are my 3 power creatures and my 5 power creature. So then they take 15 damage per creature that gets in. 5, 10, 15, 20 damage. Yeah, this is more than enough. Oh wait, activated abilities don't work! Oh my gosh! What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh no! Oh, this was really bad. This was actually really bad. Holy cow. I almost threw this game away. I thought it just tapped it. I didn't know about the activated abilities part. Holy cow. And they get to draw a card here too? Okay, alright. Well, I have another token at least. Oh, that was so bad. Okay, let's actually dig. Okay, stuck in Summoner Sanctum Torgal. Okay. Let's recover here, because that was horrifically bad. I fully admit that. Okay. And then I can still activate this. Or I can keep up stuck in Summoner Sanctum. I don't want to die to Dragoon's Lance, so I'm going to keep up stuck in Summoner Sanctum. Let's see what they do. Oh my gosh. That was really, really bad. I apologize, folks. That was super loose. Okay. Are you... Oh my gosh. Okay. That's a Dion. Wow. Do I have a counterspell? No. Alright, we'll let that resolve. That didn't do anything. Okay. 2 blue mana. Let's draw 4 cards. I have 17. Okay. 2 mana. Travel the overworld. Alright, that's a Sephiroth's intervention. Excellent. Oh my gosh, Paul. Don't throw this away. Do not throw this away. 3, 4, 5, 6. I have a lot of mana available. And 13 cards left in my deck. Let's attack. Yeah, we're not messing around here. Okay, I have access to 5 mana. Did I play a land this turn? I assume that I did. I don't think I died to a Dragoon's Lance anymore. I can play Travel the Overworld, but that gives me a lot less blockers, but that might be okay. Alright. Alright, we have a bunch of blockers. They're at 8 life, but we have a really big board. It's a close game. We have Stuck in Summoner Sanctum. 9 cards left in our library. I can also equip the Bard's Bow at some point. I did not play my best game in this one. Full disclosure. Alright, Delivery Moogle. They probably have Dragoon's Lance in their deck. Alright, it's a White Mage's Staff, so they don't. Okay. So my question now is, do I have enough to just straight up win the game here? That's a Renoa Heartilly, which is going to be fantastic. 3, 4, 5 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. 13 mana. They have 18 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So 4, 5, 6 mana, and then I can still cast Suck in Summoner Sanctum. Okay. So I still have access to Stuck in Summoner Sanctum if I need. Alright, and then we're just going to kill them next turn, I think. Let's see what they do. They're at 8. Alright, oh my gosh. Alright, my bad, folks. That one, like, I mean, it was just like the one big thing, but it was pretty big. But Urza, obviously insane. Wandering Minstrel, still very good there. Stuck in Summoner Sanctum, turning off activated abilities was huge. I just thought I had lethal. That was my mistake. I just thought it was just a straight up tap thing. It doesn't turn off everything. Activated abilities it turns off, but the triggered ability of the Wandering Minstrel still maintained. So, my bad. But 6-0, let's keep going. Ooh, we've had some nice games with this deck too. A lot of nice games, a lot of tough decisions. Opponent on the play here. Gonna keep this. I have lots of green sources in my deck and a combat tutorial in my hand, which will hopefully get us to the green sources that we need. But playing against a red-white thing, give me a forest! Forest off the top. Come on, make it easy. Make it easy. They did not make it easy. And this is why... Yeah, okay. So Blitzball, Forest. Blitzball or Forest would be great. Okay, you know what? I'll take... They missed the land drop. I'll take it. I'll play the 1-4. Right? I'll play the 1-4. This prevents some damage coming in. And then next turn I get to play the combat tutorial. Combat tutorial into Forest would also work. There's no removal spell that works here. If they had a land cycler, they should have done it main phase anyways. So it's just a battle menu to get a token. We are 100% blocking. They cannot, yeah. And obviously if they have anything, it's fine. I'm just preventing damage. They could have suplex or whatever. Okay, nothing. Okay. I would love to just play a land. To play a creature. Okay, that's not an option though, so this is it. Forest. Okay, we at least found a tap land. So they can't use Slash of Light to kill my creature just yet. They're rummaging through a bunch of stuff. So they slowed down just a little bit. So did we. So this is a really big turn, right? Because I'm at 16 life. If they find a way to get the merchant off the battlefield, I will take so much damage to the point where I might be too far on the back foot to be able to come back. So let's see what happens. Then if they attack, they clearly have a trick. So they didn't attack. So that was amazing for us. What do we do now? Town Greeter finding an untapped land would be really good. There's Urza, which also just acts as an incredible way to just like block a bunch of stuff. I'm going to play Town Greeter here and hope I hit a land. I didn't find an untapped land. Okay, all right, so this wasn't perfect, but the way that I look at this is I still gained life, right? And I still get to loot here. And so I'm still feeling reasonably okay about this because I have a lot of the tools to come back here, right? So, again, the important thing here for us is just to not miss our land drops. I'm going to loot here with the merchant. I will still just block. The Town Greeter, I think I'll keep around for now. And, you know, playing the Bard's Bow with the Urza is also really nice. There's a lot of different things we could do. Even if I play an untapped land, like I can go Urza, tap my token, Bard's Bow, tap my Bard's Bow, Grand Pulse Ochu, right? So that's also an option. 5 cards in hand. They clearly have a lot of action here, but they didn't have a way to kill this at least not that turn. All right, so that's a Cypher Almasi. Very, very good card. So now I'm just going to chump block with the... I'm going to chump block with Town Greeter. I'm not going to trade here just because this dies next turn anyways. So let's just chump. let's loot. Discard, retrieve the Esper. Couldn't find a land. Well, I think I just want to kill the Cypher. They discarded Choco, and I want to do it before they untap. So let's kill this. Let's play this. We'll chill. They still have a lot of action, but I really, really like my hand as well. So this should be a nice, close game. I'm at 20 life, which is great. I'm basically never gonna run out of things to do here. Weapons vendor, how do they play? Oh, the Ifrit, sure. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't matter. All right. Hey, you know what? I think the corner has been turned here, so I'm feeling very, very good about this. Let's get Terra going. Let's play Bard's Bow. This is ridiculous. Let's play Ochu. Oh no, I can't. Whoops. I don't know why I thought tapping the green artifact gave me blue mana. Alright, it's fine. This is still fine. Like, our board is still incredible, and I can still loot next turn. 4 cards in hand for the opponent. I mean, they need like an Ultima or something here. I guess just killing Urza is fine too. But we're going to be able to refuel with Travel the Overworld. So things are still looking pretty good. Choco Comet for 4. I guess they did discard one. I don't think I need another Grand Pulse Ochu, so let's just discard that. I'd rather just have Torgal for the mana. Alright, so now we got this nice 3-3. We have a really good board. We have some Travel the Overworlds. I think it's time to fire one off. Gonna hit some towns here. No towns. Wow. Alright. There's a Wandering Minstrel, but doesn't matter too much here. Can play a land. I don't really think the Blitzball is going to be that good. So why don't we just play Torgal? Oh no, the Blitzball does pump my artifact. Yeah, maybe that was better. Anyways, I feel like the later this game goes, the harder it is for us to lose, as long as we are mindful of the cards left in our library. So, for example, like this Town Greeter, we're probably just not firing off. I'm probably just looting it away, honestly. Samurai's Katana, sure. They just can't attack. Right, let's continue looting. Discard Town Greeter. Give me a town, great. Let's play this. Green, white, I mean, I just have like all the colors now, so it doesn't really matter, but I don't need white. Guess we'll go green. I have 11 cards left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. That's a Galacat, which they can make very large. So I do need to be careful about that. I am at 20 though. Like if they just put everything on here, I can just deal with it later. All right, let's just play everything. All right. Just give ourselves an overwhelming board here. Next turn with Travel the Overworld, I'll be very likely to turn on my Minstrel. Granted, I think my Minstrel has a very high chance of dying, but I feel like I still have enough here to win the game with. Especially given that Renoa Hearttilly, like, depending on how they block the Renoa, I have the intervention as well. So, I only need to attack with this a couple of times before I can my opponent just dies. And then we just have 3 mana, draw 4 cards as well. And given that we're at 20, like taking a hit from a big Galacat's just not that big of a deal here. 4 towns in play, so can sack this for 3 more cards. Although, I feel like I'm just really not going to need that. All right, summon Choco Mug. All right, getting aggro. Getting aggro, sure. 2 cards in hand. This will be their big finish. Hopefully we can withstand it. Oh, they're tapped out, so this is not even that big of a deal. Okay. Right, so this is an easy block here. And I don't want to block the Hearttilly. I guess I can just double block here. Just keep my life total super high. And they can just kill my merchant, which I don't care about. Yeah, I mean, being at this high of a life total here, with all the resources that we have, it's going to be very tough. Ooh, Xanarkand. Wow. I mean, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how do I want to attack? I can just pump the doggo. I mean, I have a 9/9. It doesn't really matter how I do this. Feeling pretty good about this spot. We have an Sephiroth's Intervention, Stuck in Summoner Sanctum, and the ability to draw a gazillion cards. They're very, very incentivized to block the Heart Tilly. Now, my question is, do I fire off the Intervention here? And I think the answer is yes. And they're in a world of hurt. Now, I don't have to... I'm not going to play any more creatures, because... But the thing is, like, a red-white deck's just not going to play Ultima. Like, look at this deck, right? So, I think I don't necessarily need to play around it, but at the same time, they're just dead next turn, right? Unless they kill the Minstrel. If they kill the Minstrel, I can still tap this down and attack for lethal. They would need to, like, kill the Minstrel and the 9/9. Then we have a game. Could be a Choco Comet. Choco Comet for 4. Magitech Armor. That's not going to do it. Guillote. Okay. Oh, there's Apricia's Wanderings too, if I wanted to go that direction. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. +2, so I can't do the Wanderings. +5, +5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. Alright, let's just draw cards. And then now I want to pump the Wandering Minstrel, right? Just because I can get in for a lethal attack that way. I mean, I'm just attacking with everything. Like, they're basically dead. Because the Wandering Minstrel doesn't get pumped by the Overrun effect. Very likely to find another town here, which will give all my creatures +1/+1. That's kind of all I'm looking for here with Travel the Overworld. All right. And blue, red, green, white. Okay, white, blue, black, white. Whatever. I have the Blitzball. There's no way this is not going to work. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Blue, black, green, white, red. And then I have a Blitzball. My opponent milking the clock here. You're super dead. You know? So, let's see. They block 3 of my biggest things. Like 1, 2, 3. And then 4 creatures get through. And that, my friends, is another Wandering Minstrel kill. Love to see it. +6, +6. The rest of my team. And you know what? Shout out to Renoa. Like, she definitely overperformed here. You know, I make a bunch of tokens with this, so she actually just gets in for a lot, so. This should be more than enough. 24 damage just from the pump with the 4 unblocked creatures. 27, 28, 29, 30. 32 damage. 32 damage coming in. All right. Big pumps. Boom, 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 bam, bing, bong, blam. -11. Whew. Wandering Minstrel. I was making fun of you when I first read. I literally thought you were wildly unplayable. But you know what? We are now 6 weeks into the format. It's time to have a little fun, right? And when you see a Wandering Minstrel and like when you're already set up to beat towns, like we started out with a Travel the Overworld, we had a Town Greeter, we passed a Travel the Overworld, and then we get past the 4th pick Wandering Minstrel. I had no choice. I had no choice. Oh man, this was a truly delightful deck here. No shortage of ways to find action in Combat Tutorial, Double Travel the Overworld. My 2-drops were literally all of the ones that I want, right? Town Greeters, Torgal, Gardener, and the Minstrel. Couple of Grand Post Ochus to just survive the early game. And then we had just enough removal. Could have maybe used one more, but double Stuck in Summoner Sanctum, double Intervention, and then Urza, which was just awesome too. Just to, this wasn't the best Urza deck, but it doesn't matter. Like a 4-mana 1/4 that makes you a token is already just a good card that generates you mana. That's great. And then every now and then you can use it. I wish I could have used this a little bit better. But it doesn't matter. This card is still one of the best cards in the entire set. And all in all, this deck played out beautifully. Our mana was actually great. We didn't just have any games where, if our opponents were on the play and went turn 1 Infantry, turn 2 White Mage's Staff, turn 3 Gallicat, it's going to be tough for this deck specifically to beat that. But outside of those types of draws, I think most people are looking to just be mid-range or control. And against those decks, this deck had all the tools in the world to grind. Imagine playing against a blue-black or blue-red deck with removal, like a bunch of spot removal, and then you just resolve a Travel the Overworld. They have such an uphill battle to fight to be able to grind through all of these cards. And so happy to get my trophy. Another 5-color special here. No big deal. Another 5-color special, and we had 4 or 5 overrun wins with the Wandering Minstrel. Now, I will say, there are going to be a good number of Towns decks where you don't actually get to play this card. And where that happens is if there's 1 or 2 other Towns drafters at the table, you're only going to end up with a deck with 4 or 5 Towns. And that's probably what suppresses the win rate of this card. You look at this card, it's got a pretty poor win rate. That's because oftentimes people are playing it with 6 Towns and it's just not good enough, right? But if you're playing a deck with, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 Towns, 2 Town Greeters and our Wanderings, you're basically playing 11 Towns. And if you have a bunch of card draw, then all of a sudden, this card is fantastic. It blocks pretty well early on, makes sure that everything comes into play untapped. And then in the late game, it just completely takes over, especially if you can activate the Overrun ability, which for me, I underestimated that ability. And it was actually the most important ability of this card. It just won us 4 or 5 games. So shout out to you, Wandering Minstrel. Thank you so much for carrying us to a trophy with another 5-color beaut of a deck. All right, let's continue this and let's hit diamond in the next video. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Also go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you weren't able to win any boxes in the Arena Direct event, well, just buy them. You can go to TCGplayer.com, buy booster boxes of Final Fantasy or collector boxes to find those golden chocobos. Hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, check out heavyplay.com for all your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. You need deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and more? Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order.